Here are the best practices. If you do these 5 things, you're going to understand. Create an internal and external profile. What's the risk? Where does it sit? Is it because they're controlling our network? Who has control of the firewalls? Those kind of things are really important when we get into that. And then make sure that everybody's working together. We all understand the risk of clicking on a link in an email. Well, if you don't, they're going to click on it more often. So what do? We talk about it. We train for it. We plan for when they do it, because it's still going to happen. And then determine what is the effect. What is important to us? Is the CAD the most important thing? Or is receiving the call the most important thing? Or is the radio absolutely critical? These are the aspects to look at. But what if the internet for the entire county goes down because they were compromised and we're embedded inside that network? Didn't we just lose all our capabilities? We have to understand that. Document, as Ron pointed out, just write it down and then write it down again, whether you're in the middle of a remediation or you're thinking about what would we do if, because that becomes your plan. That's a good thing to have.
One of the things that is from the NIST recommendations that we've also built into our incident response training is one person does the work, the other person writes it down. It's a 2-person team. So you have to make sure that the final thing on here, which is really crucial, don't try to define every cyber threat. There are too many of them. Instead, narrow your focus to those most likely to cause the most damage. And if you lose that, that's when you move on it. Don't try to figure out every bad thing that could possibly happen. It'll just drive you paranoid and crazy.
And you'll be busy being paranoid and crazy instead of taking care of things. All right.